Hey look, no box. Another part for the FD. It's gonna be a motor component, so I'm more excited about that kind of stuff. Gonna open this up, gonna install in the video. Alright, so you can see I got fuel rails. Got the Holly Sniper EFIs. Pretty classic and a lot of people use in their LS. This is like LS1, LS6 specific. So my motor is pretty much LS6, so that's what I'm going for. Got both fuel rails. This is the fuel line that's going to come here, pretty much combine both of them. I heard that this one is a bit too long. Not a big deal, but it looks kind of ugly when it kind of used. It kind of hits the hood. Not too happy about that. These are just hardware for the fuel rail. Open them all up. But this is a -6 to -8 fitting. This is all -8. This actually came with the fuel rail. These are all -8 from Holly. This I had to get separate. This is from Earl's. It's a 90-degree fitting because the way my fuel line is set up, I'll show you guys. Alright, look at my fuel line. So this is my feed. So I'm going with a returnless system. So my feed line literally is like this. It's going straight. So with the fuel rail, usually it comes over here. That's where the input for the feed line is going to be. So getting this to come all the way around is not going to work. So that's why I need a 90. See? So I kind of get ahead in the install that I don't really record it. But pretty much, these are here. These are 10 mils. Remove all 4. These are just the brackets for the fuel rail. Once that's off, I unplugged the actual injectors, all 8. So in my case, I'm not going to do the whole remove the fuse for the fuel pump because I don't have any fuel in the fuel rail. So in my case, I'm going to do that. I'm just going to pull out the fuel rail really fast and then get going with the install. Thing disconnected. So all I'm going to do is gotta force it up. I already forced mine up, but pull it up, all 4 sides. Whole fuel rail with the injectors come out. See the injectors right there. Pretty much push off the bracket, little screwdriver, or even just your fingertips. Mine's already sliding off. Pull out the injector. I needed to buy 90-degree fitting to make it work. I hate buying fittings, but this has like a little swivel to it. You hear shake? That's good. That's supposed to help install, make it a little bit easier. It was leaking behind the swivel, so it wasn't even part of the threads or anything. It was just part of the actual fitting. I don't see a crack or anything. I've been looking up wide leaks. I talked to Summit. They said usually you can buy like a conical seal. You put them inside the threads. I'll seal it, but regardless, it shouldn't. I'm gonna have to wait until my 90-degree fitting comes in, because that's what I was trying to explain. That the 90-degree fitting has to come like this, 90, and this input feed line will go straight into it. Because right now, as you guys can see, I have to angle it all the way like that. That's not the problem. The problem is over here, but it's not a big deal. It's just because I can't mount this back where I want it to be. I could even probably mount this on the strut tower down here if I really wanted to. But I already just found the proper fitting. So hopefully the fitting I get fixes the leak and I can have this bolted up and not have to worry about fueling anymore. So the fuel rail looks super good. I love how it looks. Super easy to install. The fuel line that combines both fuel rails going behind here, right next to the firewall. Cool how they included fresh hardware, because the other hardware had like a little stud to allow the wiring harness to hook up to. We got rid of like the wiring harness stud. Now it's just a straight bracket. Looks super clean. 2 on each side. And this is like a plug. So usually you have a return style system. So pretty much you have another fuel line going back into the tank. But in my case, I have a returnless system. Yeah, so the excess fuel that kind of gets held in here goes back in a tank that I don't use. That's pretty much it for the fueling system. Fuel rails look super cool. I'm glad I went with them. pretty much just gonna end up being like this. So I'm pretty much done. I'll post a clip of this me starting up the motor. I didn't record it right now, but I have a clip of me starting up the motor. I had to shut it off right away just because it doesn't have coolant. Fueling was a big deal for me. I really wanted a solid fuel system, so I went full in, fixing leaks or getting the wrong size fitting. Much determining if I had the right length and the right style, the right angle fit. So fuel, that chapter is done. Super happy. Interior looks the same. I haven't done anything to interior. Remember the door guards. Gonna have to mount these somewhere. You see, I don't know where I'm gonna put it. I might have to mount it somewhere around here. Here's my shifter. I'll probably do an install video on the shifter. It's an MGW F-body style Camaro shifter that pretty much clocks the shifter 6 inches back. I'm not that much at a rush anymore. I really want to get the car done. They're taking my time. I kind of just honor the fact that patience is key. I gotta take my time. Don't rush it. I just gotta do it right the first time. It gets expensive. It's time consuming, but honestly, like, down the line, I'm gonna love that I just took my time, did this stuff right the first time. There's no point to rush the car. Fuel rail is installed. I'm so happy. It looks good. We'll see what the next video is gonna be.